Hello, friends. It's Thursday. Welcome to yet another episode of Tea Talk with me, Owen Fernandez. As usual, I wish everyone on the call a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever in the world you are. Today is the 2nd of September, 2021, a new month. For me personally, my summer routine has ended. It's all over. And this morning, I needed or I made myself available to adjust and adapt to a completely new routine. I had to drop my daughters for the first time in this new academic year. I just simply hope and pray that, unlike 2020, this new academic year will see them excited to go to school every day of the week, and of course connect and be socially active with their friends and enjoy school life. Now, for us adults, I do understand that we know the impact the pandemic has, and for that matter, fighting coronavirus, we do understand we can adjust and adapt. But for little kids, believe me, it is frustrating, and I have seen that in my daughters when they were online at home. Good. Anyway, welcome to a new month. Our topic for today, friends, is how to align yourself. This is episode 36 in the series Tea Talks with Owen. Now, the word alignment has been an integral part of my life for the last 13 to 14 years. Now, when you hear the word alignment, for most of us, we talk about, the wheels of a bicycle, or for that matter, the wheels of even a car. Now, if they are not aligned, believe me, you could still balance or ride it depending upon how skillful a rider or driver you are. But how wobbly would that ride be? And how much effort would that take for you to enjoy the ride? It could it could begin with a little bit of excitement and fun, but later on, I'm sure fear would overcome you because you're totally not in control. Friends, the same thing happens in life. I've realized this, that if you're not aligned in any of the six axes of fulfillment of life, I'm talking about the physical, the mental, the emotional, the social, the financial, and even the spiritual, life would never be fulfilled. Getting to a place of joyful fulfillment isn't just really about balance that people talk about. I believe it's more about alignment. Now, you may ask me, Owen, what alignment are you talking about? Now, in life, alignment is about clarifying who you are, the very core of your identity, your values, and your priorities, and removing all the noise and distractions that so easily come in our way, especially in the world that we find ourselves in, which is so focused, social media being so prominent part of our lives. In fact, it's finding the flow and letting the things that cause friction to go. the smoothness. Now, I know, as I said before many times, life is never easy, but it cannot be complex and complicated. So, alignment is about seeking an order to life rather than trying to be everywhere, doing everything for everyone. Now, in my case, it was exactly what I had to do 13 years ago when I made a decision to change the trajectory of my life, doing something meaningful, which I was passionate about, which I had the potential, in which I was gifted, and which I loved doing it. And exactly, I came to the conclusion that today I'm doing something that I love. I'm doing something in my functionality as a human being, as a father, as a husband, as a teacher, which is aligned to my personality and my giftings. So, in this episode, I will try to share some tips to help you align. And as I said, to each one is own, but it's all about being curious, it's all about being aware of what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And I have said before that all that you ever needed to achieve anything in life is already been given to you. All you need to do is to dig within yourself. Now, I just have to share a particular aspect about alignment. You may not get it right, just like you couldn't ride the bicycle the very first time you sat on the seat and tried to pedal. I'm sure with a little bit of adjustment, with a little bit of balancing, with a little bit of awareness, with a little bit of skill, you are sure going to find that alignment that would give you joy and satisfaction in this life. So, friends, grab a cup of tea or coffee, take a comfortable seat, relax as we go deeper into this topic. Episode 36: How to Align Yourself in Life. So, just in case if you're here for the very first time, I welcome you. All the previous 35 episodes are uploaded on my YouTube channel. Please feel free to go there, watch a few episodes, like if you may, share if you may, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. Again, friends, welcome. Today is the 2nd of September, 2021. I see my friend Peter Bordaj. Thank you for showing up, Peter. Good. So let's get going. As usual, I always like to start with a statement or with some sort of a quote. And this time, it's from Carl G. Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist, whose works have basically been the foundation of psychology. It's all about awareness, friends. Alignment is all about awareness. You need to be observant and stay curious. Carl Jung made a very profound statement. He said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Now, for me to make you understand this statement, you've got to know that there are certain things that we ignore. We unconsciously go about life. Life just happens to us. We don't take care of the subtlety of certain things, the voices, the whispers, the gut feelings, the people that love us, speaking into our lives. And then suddenly we find ourselves kicked like a football from pillar to post, finally landing ourselves into a goal. Friends, you and I know that we live such busy lives that sometimes we are all over the place. We try to do so much with no direction. We love, in the name of busyness, to multitask. There will be times when our decisions also are clouded by self doubt and we are not sure as to what we want in life. Last week, the last couple of weeks, I was speaking on an international forum about discovering your true purpose through your gifts. And I was not surprised that many on the line admitted very honestly that they don't see their purpose, that they don't see meaning to life. What a sad state. Now, as against to that being lost, when you are in alignment, things become effortless. Why? Because you have a focus, you have clarity, you have a clear, definite purpose and assignment. So when we are in alignment, when I say that things become effortless, we tend to reach optimum productivity and perform a lot easier. Now, just to put it in perspective and just to give you a visual imagination, as I said, we are spirit beings in a physical body with something called an intellect, the seat of the mind and soul. So just imagine the head, the heart, and the hands working in unison, in alignment. Now, the head is the seat of the mind, the thought process, at least visually. The heart is the seat of emotions, and the hands is how we work and how we get things done. So think about it that if you're not in alignment, well, let's say, for example, your mind says yes to something, your heart says no. I repeat, your mind says yes to something, your thinking, logical or irrational mind says something, yes, do it. Your heart says no, don't do it. And your hands do it. Are you going to be happy? No. Take another scenario when your mind or when your thought process says no, you feel emotionally challenged and say yes, and your hands do it. I'm sure your decision may not necessarily be rational because emotional decisions are not always right because emotions move, energy in motion. And take the third scenario. If your mind says yes, if your head says yes, and if your heart says yes, and you don't do it, you're outright lazy. So think about it. If you find yourself in any phase of your life doing something that is important for that particular season, ask yourself whether your head, your heart, and your hands are in alignment. Now, you may ask me, Owen, how do I know whether I am aligned or not aligned? Friends, the universe conspires that you be successful, that you fulfill your purpose and potential. And it has got a unique, a unique way of giving us some sort of information saying that you're not aligned, you're not aligned, you're not aligned. Now, signs that you're not aligned are: ask yourself if you feel anxious, edgy, nervous, and stressful. Something is not aligned. Imagine your backbone, imagine the vertebrates on your backbone, your spinal cord. There are a series of small bones stacked one above the other with a little bit of space in between. Now, just imagine if one goes off by even a few millimeters. I'm sure you can go around life doing certain things, but not the way you would do when you were perfectly fit with all the vertebrae stacked well. So ask yourself, do you feel anxious? Are you nervous? Are you stressful in doing the daily things that you are called to do? Secondly, is there some sort of a gut feeling, the intuition prompting you, whispering you, making you feel something is not right? Don't ignore those subtle, small, yet very powerful whispers coming from the core of your body. Number three, you will be unable to make decisions. Why? For the simple reason that you're not at peace. There is no sense of calmness. There is a lot of doubt. And maybe if you're not well informed, you would take risky decisions that could have life lasting consequences. What are other signs? You face a lot of physical, mental, and emotional challenges. Who wants to live life in a continuous ball, a continuous circle of being anxious, edgy, nervous, stressful, feeling something is not working right, having problems in making decisions, a lot of physical sickness, challenges, and also you will find it difficult to look at possibilities, opportunities, or solutions. Ask yourself if you're suffering from any of these things, and then challenge yourself to find whether you are aligned or no. Now, how do you feel that you are aligned? How do you know that you are aligned? Again, universe and life will tell you. It will be easily visible. You will have more satisfaction and a feeling of accomplishment. You will feel more relaxed and joyful in spite of the fact that physically you could feel tired. Another very important sign is that you will experience low levels of stress. And above all, you will be confident with a high degree of self control of your life and, of course, self discipline. So, look, ask yourself on which side of the spectrum are you? Are they signs telling you that something is not aligned and you are striving against the flow? Or are they signs telling you, go faster now that you're on the highway? Put on speed. Why? Because you're focused and the road is ready for you. So, today, as I told you before, I'm going to share a few tips on how to get your life aligned. And right at the top is the first one: discover your strengths. Now, it's easier said than done, but focus on the word discover. The word discover is uncovering something that is not seen on the surface. You could find ordinary coins, or even some monetary coins on the surface. If somebody has lost, you could just find it by accident. But when you're talking about your strength, when you're talking about purpose, when you're talking about potential and gifts, it's like going deep into a cave. You've got to be equipped. You need to uncover, and then suddenly you will know, hey, listen, I never knew this before, now I know. The treasures of the earth are not found on the surface, friends. You've got to dig. And if you're looking out for gold, diamond, precious metals, you've got to dig deeper. For some of us, we believe that strength comes naturally to us, but we rarely pay attention to them or identify them as our core strengths. Discovering our true self, our strengths, makes us realize that if we are in alignment or not, and what we want in life, whether we are on the right track to reach our goal or goals or dreams, or if any fine tuning needs to be made. Now, when I'm talking about alignment, I ask you to picture a car. The four wheels need to be aligned, it needs to be maintained, and just in case if they are off, you need to take it to a repair shop, or you need to take it to an authorized dealer and get it aligned. And then suddenly you will find out that the ride becomes smoother. And just in case, if it is not aligned, it may require a little bit of fine tuning, a little bit of adjustments here and there for it to come back. Same thing in life. Don't try to pick up speed. Don't try to challenge the car to go at the optimum speed when there is a lack of alignment. It could cost you your life. And maybe if you meet with an accident, you would take a couple of lives as well. The second one, the second tip I would like to share is focus on your values. Friends, each one of us have a set of core values that are unique to us. Now, these core values are very important and they determine how happy we are in our lives. Now, if we fail to discover or if we fail to define these values or traits, we will be unable to make the best decisions in life. Identify what is it that you would like to be associated with: integrity, authenticity, honesty. Identify the must have values and become equipped to decide for yourself. Just don't choose a job because it's the first available job. Ask yourself, have you got the strengths? And if yes, are your values aligned with the values of the company that you're going to join in? Just in case if it is not, you're going to struggle there, though you may take a fat paycheck home. Tip number three is get clarity. In my last episode, I even spoke about it. Clarity matters. Most of the answers we seek are already within us. You can tap this inner guidance, the inner prompting, by giving time for yourself in this busy life that we all lead and live. How can you do that? Take some time off. You can either do some or practice yoga, meditation, reflection, read a spiritual book, or simply introspect daily. Reflect on a daily basis. Allow yourself to be more open and see the world from different perspectives. Keep an open mind, have a growth mindset, be open for new things in life, just in the process of discovering. And most importantly, do things that make you happy. Friends, perspective matters. Tip number four, be observant, be curious, find out, notice what makes you happy. As you introspect, you will start to understand which particular activities in your life make you happy and feel a sense of contentment, satisfaction. Pursue those activities, probably because you are called to do those activities and you have been empowered or equipped with the strengths to do so. So you can get your life on track. As I said, 13 years ago, I decided to take a bold step and get into teaching. It satisfies me. And even right now, as I speak, I'm doing a bit of what I love to do. So spend more times in activities that bring you joy and help you unwind and connect with yourself. That's alignment. As I said, the flow, the smoothness, the effortlessness. I see my friend Oscar Rebello. Okay, good evening, Oscar. I hope things in India are getting better. Good to see you on the call. Welcome. Tip number five is don't make a mountain of a molehill. As I said, life is simple. I never said life is easy. Life is simple. But to keep it simple is difficult. Stop overthinking. Try to draw a line between thinking and overthinking. Overthinking simply bogs you down. It takes the joy out of your life, confuses you, and makes it difficult to make decisions in life and act upon them. It is a joy sucker. Stop overthinking. In fact, we've got a full episode on overthinking. Please go to the YouTube channel and find that episode. And maybe you can really check yourself whether you are in the overthinking mode. I've seen many people in my life, including members of my family, constantly thinking and anticipating something that they have got no control on. And if you're overthinking, something is not working right. Check your alignment. Tip number six, pay attention to your surroundings. Friends, we get a lot of signs and cues from outside to move our lives forward. Now, tapping into our intuitions is a powerful way of aligning ourselves to come on the right track as we get more clarity and know what is important for us. My grandfather used to say, "Show me your friends and I will tell you your future." I was surprised at that point of time. He knew exactly what he was talking about. Pay attention to your surroundings. Now, people who love you, people who are genuinely interested in your growth, can add value to your lives. But if people are there simply to abuse you, in a short while from now, they would be the source of distraction, causing you a lack of alignment. Focus on your end goal. Let your purpose be the center of your vision. Take away all sorts of distractions, but pay attention. Sometimes the signs on the road also help you to reach your destination in time, just in case if your navigation is not working, or just in case if you don't have a roadmap. The signs are there for you to follow. Pay attention to your surroundings. Tip number 7 is take life as it comes. As I said before, and I repeat, you can only control the things that you can control. Now, this is something to do with mindset. Don't get excited. Don't expect too many things. But at the same time, be aware of who you are, what you are capable of, where are you heading to, what is your purpose, and how much potential you have. Take life as it comes. Now, most of the times, things don't happen as we plan. Now, if we force things to happen our way, it means that we are off track somewhere, trying to push things before their seasons, before their time. Learning to trust ourselves is a powerful way to let go of needing to know how things will unfold. Nobody is guaranteed of tomorrow, so why don't we enjoy today? Nobody is assured of anything in life. Yes, you can carry the confidence, but anything can happen. So live in the moment, live in the now. While it is okay to hope for tomorrow, focus on how do you show up? Do you show up the best version of you today? Take life as it comes, one day at a time, season by season. Tip number 8, and we are coming to an end. There is one more. Find the right kind of support. Friends, we are social beings. We need each other. We don't have to be dependent, or we don't have to be independent. Why not be interdependent? Find the right support. We cannot always find answers ourselves because we are limited. We are social beings and want people in our lives as we have the psychological need for being loved and accepted. So, when we have a network of people who are supportive and encouraging, it will make a big difference in our lives. They help us, they guide us when we are off track and get us back on track. Now, remember, who are those people that could probably support you? Choose with a lot of wisdom. Choose somebody who has achieved something and has the ability to mentor you, to guide you, to coach you. Now, even take the examples of super rich, successful sportsmen and sportswomen. They too have a coach, they too have a mentor, so that they remain focused, they remain aligned, they work on their strengths, they take away distractions. And finally, be proactive, take actions. Friends, people might guide us and we might introspect ourselves, but nothing works if we do not take the steps to implement these things and put it into action. Now, I know one of the reasons we hesitate to take action is because we are scared of being judged. The outcome, the output is very important. Yes, I agree. But don't ignore the process that will surely take you there. And that process requires you to exercise discipline and take action. Take action, navigate through difficult times so that you could come out at the other end with more know how, with more wisdom, which is far better than not taking action at all. Now, in the process of all these things, you will gather experiences and you will have a story to tell. So, in summary, as I close this episode down, discover your strengths, focus on your values, get clarity, notice, observe what makes you happy, stop overthinking, pay attention to your surroundings, take life as it comes, find the right support, and finally, last but not least, learn to take action, be proactive. In closing, I would like to share this quote from Bob Parsons. He says, "You got to go down a lot of wrong roads to find the right one. It is coming through a process of discovery. You may not get it right once, you may not get it right twice, you may fall off the bike, but if you lose the hope and let go, you will never be able to reach or you will never be able to learn how to ride a bicycle again." Friends, it's a discovery. Finding alignment is a discovery. And for those who do not know me well, I do that as a profession through the use of psychometrics. I've helped hundreds of people find alignment in their career, in their relationships, and in life. And that's the reason why I call myself a life coach, looking at life holistically in all six axes of fulfillment. Now, while I admit that balance is important, but without alignment, the journey of life would be a challenging one, something that definitely you will not enjoy. To seek alignment in life, find out, is what you are doing in alignment to who you are? Thanks for watching. You will find the references of what has been shared at the end of this talk. Feel free to use them further for your personal growth. Friends, if you liked this episode, again I say, please comment and share. Also, you could go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to it. There you will find this video as well as many other videos. Remember, the win is always within you. Check for alignment. Check whether the head, the heart, and the hands work in alignment. I am here to help you be victorious. I believe in you, and together we can. So stay safe. See you next week on the next episode of Tea Time with Owen.